Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have officially reached the top cut for Encounter 5. Anthony joining you once again. Unfortunately, I am the only one in the broadcast booth because I wasn't able to find anyone else to help me co-commentate. People are busy. No big deal. I can handle this by myself. Just expect maybe to miss a couple of obvious things like we did, I think, during round 2 of this event. I genuinely do not remember which round it was that I was constantly messing up what was going on. Anyways, we start off top 8. We have Champion on the broadcast, once again playing his usual orange-black spam deck. But we also have Naga appearing for this event for the first time, and he is playing FortMax of all things. So, yep, okay, first I panicked there for a second and thought that the players' screens were switched there for a moment with Champion on the bottom and Naga on the top, but thankfully everything is the correct way, so we are all clear to go. We are just watching the players shuffle up here, and we will be off to the races. Now, I am actually going to pull up a couple of things here, and those things are going to be, where is the, yep, okay, I have Teletrain up, and then I also am pulling up the what's it called? The player page, or the tournament page on Smash to determine a couple of things. So Naga went 3-2 this event in Swiss. Champion also went 3-2. Naga was the 4th seed. Champion was the 5th seed. So that means that these two have to play each other. And one decision I am going to point out right away on Naga's end is that Flintlock is his 3rd head choice. Now, normally this has traditionally been the slot for Grax. However, all of the health heads have been banned for Encounter 5, so players had to find alternatives, and Naga's choice for an alternative was Flintlock. Okay, so we're moving to the game now. Champion is going to get the call. And if I had to take a wild guess, he's probably going to go first. Yep, he is going first in order to force attacks, or an attack rather, into Lionizer. And we are going to go off to the races. So we're going to start off with Champion's turn. And of course, no card play, so we're probably not going to see any flips if I had to take a wild guess, because he likes to keep Demolisher in alt mode until absolutely necessary. So we're going to see Lionizer go in here. Of course, he has that Bold 4, as usual. No negating it with Acid Storm this time. Going in for 8 Pierce 3. FortMax will take 4. And will trigger and do a damage to Lionizer. As a reminder, FortMax's ability in alt mode is that when he defends and flips white-blue, he does a damage to the defender. I'm not sure if it's after the battle or not. I will go check that. We're going to move over to Naga's turn. And he'll play a security checkpoint. The last event, this is actually the last event we are going to see this in. He gets a kinetic intensifier whip off of the sec check, so that's significant in terms of Demolisher's damage output. 2 Malostar Metallicados and an Espionage in Champion's hand. In Naga's hand. I don't remember what was in Champion's hand, and we're going to send FortMax into Lionizer. Yep, gets the trigger, so everybody on Champion's side will be taking 2. FortMax, yep, so the damage in FortMax's alt mode is immediate. So it could just end an attack right there, but as I was saying before, this is the last event we are going to see Security Checkpoint and Peace Through Tyranny in, as they are getting banned from Bayformers formats after this event, and being replaced with the rolling actions lie in wait and take the shot. I might talk more about that during the sideboarding period. We're going to go ahead and see Lionizer, it looks like, go on to Brawn. I'm not 100% sure on that because I did not listen in at the time because I'm taking my headphones on and off to be sure that I can actually speak coherently every once in a while. So, looks like he's actually, or Champion is still thinking about which character to throw Lionizer on. He's probably going to be, oh wait, he's got an all-out turn, so it really doesn't matter who he puts it on here in terms of like sending in a meat shield, because FortMax will just untap and attack whoever he wants anyways. So, yep, looks like he's actually taking his turn right now. So, Yep, I just had to make sure that a thing was turned off in OBS because, again, I keep Discord audio muted for privacy concerns. Anyways, so moving back, oh, nope. Oh, he's put, okay, so the Fire Steel Saber, so Lionizer is on Brawn. Now we draw or turn on Champion's end of things, and we're going to see how this plays out. Again, he's got a full all-out turn. It's just what does he have to enhance this turn, and can he kill FortMax without using all 3 of his attacks? If he can use 2 of them, he could put a pretty good amount of damage on Cerebros, potentially, but we'll have to see what he has in hand. That Fire Steel Saber being on Brawn should help with that, though. And Fangry is live here, so that is an important thing to note. Still no place in Champion, however, so we're just waiting to see what he ends up deciding to do. He's going to be flipping Demolisher, though. That is, at this point, a certainty because he needs as much firepower as he can get. Puts down a Supercharge, not declaring a target just yet. He's still thinking about that. And still nothing yet. Decision point here is crucial. If I had to take a wild guess, probably go on Fangry since he actually has the lowest. Putting it on Brawn. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure if he thinks that or doesn't realize that he's on an all-out turn. So that is currently 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 Pierce. I am not able to make out the Pierce value. Nine Pierce 7 into FortMax. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so a damage does get shot back at Brawn, however, but he will be taking the 7. Going to 11 out of 15, and it is an all-out turn again, so at this point, it's looking like Champion will be getting the KO on FortMax and going into Cerebros. Yep. Looking at a Hollow Matter Projector now on Champion's end. I'm not sure if he's going to take it or not. It sounds like he is, but I'm not sure what he dropped there. We got a bit of a glare on his end. Picking up the Paralyzo box, dropping a Master of Metallicado. That makes sense. You know, I guess that makes sense. I can't, like, explain why it makes sense. It just feels like it makes sense. So now it's a question of, does Champion want to send in Demolisher or Fangry here? Fangry's guaranteed to get the kill, but then how much damage is he going to be able to put onto Cerebros, excuse me, with Demolisher in alt mode? And he's going to send in Fangry anyway, so he's banking on Demolisher being able to do something here. So going in for 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Pierce 3. 7 Pierce 2, excuse me. I am trying to commentate and listen at the same time, and this is also why I like to have a co-commentator, so things aren't directly in my ear, and I can make accurate play-by-play. Blocking 5. So FortMax will go ahead and take 2 here after he blocks 5. So Demolisher is going to have to go into FortMax after all. Cerebros will get a turn where everybody is untapped, but then we'll have to attack whoever Champion chooses. And it'll probably be Demolisher because 4 defense in bot mode. We're going to go ahead and see Demolisher swing in for 5 here. And blocking 3, taking 2. He was at 13, and FortMax is dead on the nose, I believe. Yes, he is. I believe he also triggered his alt mode effect here, so that's another damage on Demolisher, making a kill on him next turn fairly reasonable. If Cerebros can get through that 3 defense here, this game is definitely a little bit in Naga's favor, but considering how consistent Champion's deck is, it's still either way. Again, I don't like to call games before they're over, but that would be huge if Naga can get Demolisher off the board this turn and possibly set up something to stunt a Fangry hit, because that is right now the threat aside from Demolisher. We're going to move back over to, or Naga's still thinking about green icons. He's got to hold the line, a personal targeting drone, and an Impetuous Stand available for pickup. So now the question is, does he want to pick any of that up? Impetuous Stand would get rid of the Fire Steel Saber, but it would also net Champion in a card, and I'm not too sure how willing Naga is to do that. Hold the line could potentially do something against Brawn, trying to go in as a meat shield. Personal targeting drone really doesn't do a whole lot. Was leaning towards that impetuous stand at first, but now seems to be reconsidering, and I'm honestly, oh, nope, he's not going to pick up anything, and we are going to see an untap over to Naga's turn. Confusing Naga and Champion a ridiculous amount. It is because I have not had my tacos yet, because it is Thursday night, and I have a little tradition where I watch the Thursday night game while making tacos. Anyway, so moving back over to Naga's turn. He's counting the amount of cards he has left in his deck. He must be looking for something to get on Cerebros in the scrap. I'm not too sure what it is. If I had to take a wild guess, it would probably be a force field. We have seen him favor that quite a bit this event. I'm actually not sure how much exactly he's favored it, but I have seen it enough both during and before the event, because for those of you who don't know, Naga was actually testing against Devastator, or my Devastator, a lot before Encounter 5. We see an Espionage come down here, getting rid of the Supercharge, so we called Orange. But Naga absolutely tormented me during testing with FortMax. And actually, Naga is responsible for my Devastator deck being as good as it is, considering that he basically reality checked me over some dumb decisions I made when I built the initial deck. We're going to drop an Armed Hovercraft now, so that brings Demolisher down to 3 damage remaining, or excuse me, 3 health remaining. I can speak. So, okay, he's actually going into Brawn here. He's gonna leave Demolisher on the field. Does not trigger, but he's going in for 10, so that is very likely a dead Brawn, and that removes the Fire Steel Saber. Now the question for Champion is, does he have a Quartermaster in hand? Because if he does, Cerebros, again, only has 8 health, since, again, health heads are banned this event, so that will be significant if Champion has a Quartermaster. It doesn't look like he does. He flips Demolishers. No, but he has the next best thing, which is a Supercharge, and I mean, Tough 3 on Cerebros does kind of negate it. It all depends on the flips here. But again, Champion's deck is super consistent. And again, Clown Vomit historically hasn't been. And FortMax has to really run Clown Vomit. Okay, there's a double blue in there, so that's a positive. So Cerebros, I believe, has 1 defense. He does get to grab something. So if he has a force field here, that might be a good play. Possibly an energy pack could also be a good decision. Grabbing the Medic's Protective Field. I stand corrected. That is way better than Force Field. So he blocks 5, I believe, there, or 6. Yeah, 6 there. Takes the 3 from the Medic's Protective Field Safeguard. And then we are going to move back over to Naga's turn, and Demolisher is probably going to get completely obliterated here. Okay, we've got a bit of confusion about if Cerebros should be tapped or not. He should not be, as a matter of fact, because of the fact that Champion had to use all 3 of his characters that were left on the field to destroy FortMax, which meant Cerebros came out untapped while all of Champion's stuff was tapped. Naga got a turn, well, everybody on Champion's side was tapped, everybody untapped, Champion went, and now it is Naga's turn. So we're going to go ahead. If he has a Master Sword in hand, now's the time. Albeit, I don't remember how many copies he's playing. I think it might only be 1, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Albeit, he could just, trigger his ability and grab it, because I'm pretty sure he flipped it on that last defense flip. And as a result, he could easily get a kill on Demolisher this turn. Well, he's going in for 7. Actually, I think he just needs to flip a single orange icon here, because I don't believe Champion is running any blue in his deck, and Demolisher currently has 5 defense. Cerebros currently has 7 attack. If he can flip, or if Naga can flip 1 orange, then Cerebros has the KO here. So he's got a card. Master of Metallicata. Okay, that effectively guarantees the kill, because again, Champion, I don't believe, is playing any blues. So we're going to see a reshuffle on Champion's end. No trigger on Naga's end. Going in for, waiting for the math, 6, 7. 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, he's going in for 11. He said 10, but he's going in for 11. Either way, it doesn't matter. That 1 point isn't going to make a difference because Demolisher is DED dead. Anyways, we're going to move back over to Champion's turn with the only character remaining being Fangry. So now the question at this point is, does Naga have a force field in the scrap? Because that is going to be his only way to potentially stop Fangry from just obliterating Cerebros here, since Medic's protective field is offline. If he doesn't, this is unfortunately looking to be in Champion's favor, but he might, most of his scrap pile, or most of his deck is in his scrap pile. Albeit it looks like he may be reshuffling here. That's not good. Oh, this may be a problem for Naga. How many? Oh, we're getting a count. 6 cards left in deck. That is the minimum number of cards he is flipping. Unfortunately, he cannot grab anything from his scrap pile. No! Oh, that hurts. That hurts. It came down to the wire, and then it would take a miracle flip on Champion, or on both Naga and Champion's end, with Naga not flipping any blacks, or very few, and Naga flipping every blue he possibly can. We are going to see a wedge formation drop to heal a damage from Fangry, so he's now sitting at 8 health remaining. Doesn't look like Champion has an upgrade available, or he might, and he just is pondering whether to drop it or not. And, I don't, because there's really no question about if he attacks here or not. He has to. Yep, looks like he's going to not play an upgrade and goes into Cerebros. He does have the bonus bold too. White, he only flipped, it looks like 2? 10 Pierce 2. Wait a minute, Naga could defend this. Oh, hi Mirage, great time to show up. So that's defending for 3, I believe. Because that's 1, 2, tough 4. He has a white icon. If he gets lucky on the double blues here, he might survive, potentially. Because he's defending for 3, defending for... Yeah, if he flips 2 double blues, I think he's alive. Because... Wait, no, if he flips at least 1 double blue and a single blue, so 3 blues total, he lives here. This is going to be crucial. If Naga survives this, I think he can take this game. If he can't, it might be over for him. Oh, and flips the single blue, but not the double blue. And unfortunately, it looks like that Cerebros will bite the dust here. No energy pack or force field to save him this time, and Flintlock will deploy. All hope is not lost, though, because Flintlock is surprisingly good on defense, because, again, he has that tough 3 built in. Naturally, at least I think he has the tough 3 built in. I gotta double check this. Where is this on Teletran? Yep, Flintlock does indeed have tough 3 built in. Paralyzo Box, Master of Metallicado. This just got interesting. Flintlock will go in, and the call is... Probably orange. Calling black. Oh, he got it either way. So, going into 2 here. So, he'll go in for... How much attack does Flintlock have? Flintlock has force, that's 12. Okay, the total is 12. That is a dead Fangry. Now the question is, can Flintlock survive Parsec? At this point, it's a toss-up. Like, it could easily go either way. Like, I honestly don't know. Like, this is coming down to the wire. There's a Bashing Shield coming down after a ramming speed to get rid of the Paralyzo Box. The Bashing Shield for no value, just for the added defense, which has made an impact a couple of games this event. I've been watching all of them, or most of them, off camera, and there's been a few instances where a Bashing Shield with no value has come in clutch. Tough 3. And that is blocking 5. Taking Pierce 3. I don't remember what the attack total was, but the Pierce total did kick in. And it looks like that might be a concession from Champion. I'm not sure. Yep, that is indeed a concession from Champion, and Naga has taken game 1. What a game! That was one of the closest matches, if not the, or closest games, if not the closest game we have seen this event. And it is just, oh my, I don't even know how to describe that. Like, that was just incredible. But let's all take a moment to mellow out for a little bit and talk about something Halloween related. The mists of spooky season are rising, and out of it comes a menagerie of Decepticon monsters seeking to terrorize the Transformers TCG. However, there is a small group of Autobots either brave or dumb enough to stand in the monsters' way. All the while, an unknown entity lurks in the distance. What it's waiting for, who knows, but all you can hope is that you never witness it. Will you submit to the monsters who wish to terrorize TFTCG players everywhere, or will you join the cadre seeking to put a stop to them? That decision is yours to make when Monster Menagerie, the newest release from the Turbo Revin Old Punks, drops on Halloween. If you want to stay up to date on when this battle begins, head to the description and you'll find a link to the Turbo Revin Old Punks Discord server, which is where news and spoilers about Monster Menagerie will be dropped. Again, if you want to stay up to date on Monster Menagerie news and spoilers, join the Turbo Revin's Discord at the link in the description. So moving over to the sideboarding process here, I'm honestly not too sure what these players will go into. I think Champion, I don't know exactly what's in his sideboard. If he has any options to deal extra damage or just any sort of additional offensive firepower in there, now is going to be the time to bring that in, just because he is going to have to play as aggro as humanly possible if he wants to try and delete FortMax before he becomes a problem. And as for Naga, I'm honestly not too sure if he really needs to side anything here. The deck did come down to the wire, but it performed well regardless. So I honestly think he's content sitting pretty here. Or content sitting pretty. What am I saying? I don't even know anymore. I have not had my tacos yet, and it is showing. So anyways, we are seeing a pile shuffle over here from Naga. Champion still looks to be making some sideboard decisions. And at this point, we just really sit here and wait, because I really can only do one advert. All the games versus Champion this event have been super close. Ours was crazy close. Yeah, I think we broadcasted yours actually round 2, Ozzy. So it has been honestly fantastic seeing this style of deck do pretty good, like, close competitive battles with everything, because a lot of people are like not a fan of seeing this deck for like the umptillionth time, but this version of the deck has been doing pretty good. Did someone say tacos? Yes, I did, Bill, but they're not from Taco Bell because I'd rather not ruin my toilet. Also, when did this stream get spooky? I just saw the Taco Bell message and I hate you. Anyways, when did the stream get spooky? When I decided to make it spooky. Deal with it. Also, if you're wondering why I all of a sudden started to become a bit of a smart ass, this is usually what happens on the channel. I've been just maintaining a lot more professionalism for the actual commentary portion, because that is how it should be done, aside from an occasional quip here and there, like with what happened during, I think it was a Encounter 4 Top 4, when I got into an argument with Legendary over how to nickname the Sky Shadow pieces, and we were debating which one was Bob and which one was Larry, and then things kind of devolved, and that was a mess. I don't even know. Like, sometimes this channel is just bizarre. I don't even know. So, we are going ahead and finishing up the Game 2 preparations. And I actually need to check something in OBS here. That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. And that is correct. Okay, good. For a second, I thought I forgot to set something up before the broadcast. Flip Grimlock. Do you see Grimlock anywhere on this field? I'm sorry, but there isn't a Grimlock. I wish there was, but unfortunately there is not. Also, Bill turning into a ghost in the chat. Whoa. Ay. Also, I have not heard a call on who is going first this game. That is a ghost. Yeah, I figured that out. I'm not as stupid as I claim I am. Anyways, I did not get a read on who's going first. It looks like Champion. Oh, God. This is just turning into the whole meow thing all over again. Anyways, back to the game. We're going to start off with Champion's turn. He is going first, sending Lionizer into FortMax. Unsurprising, we saw him do this last game because, again, it's a Battle Master. You want it to get KO'd. 1, 2, 3, 4. White icon, and that is going in for, it looks like 6 Pierce 2. 6 Pierce 2. And taking 2 on Fortmax. I got distracted there a little bit by something. And Lionizer will take a damage. Metroplex attack trigger. Wait. Is this supposed to be a follow-up to Madifer's Flip Grimlock comment, or is this some inside joke I am not smart enough to understand? Because I'm honestly not too sure, because, again, I am kind of stupid. But we do see some greens here on Champion's side. It looks like a Bashing Shield in the wedge formation. Taking the Bashing Shield makes sense given how reliant Naga is on Force Field and Medic's Protective Field here. Albeit it's debatable how useful that Bashing Shield is going to be for Champion, just because, again, Naga generally pulls those in on Champion's turn. Okay, it's both, apparently, I guess. I don't know. Anyways. We are waiting for Naga to make a play aside from flipping FortMax, which is, again, what you want to be doing. If you're not doing it, what are you doing? So, checking the scrap pile for some reason. It's very early in the game, so I'm not too sure why he would be checking that. And does he even have a card to play right now? I'm honestly not too sure. Or why is he looking at that Impetuous Stand? He's already past that point. Is there something I'm missing here? I'm honestly not too sure. Yeah, like, I genuinely don't know what's going on all of a sudden. Nope, he has a card to play. Okay, okay. There's a Force Field. You may not have wanted to do that, dude. Champion has a Bashing Shield in hand. Anyways, he gets the trigger. Alrighty, so that will just splash damage across everyone. And that is 8, 9, 10, 11 Pierce. I don't know what. And that is a dead Lionizer, regardless, because, again, Champion is playing either, like, I think he's playing no blues. I honestly don't remember. And Lionizer has 0 defense. So, FortMax will flip to alt mode. Here comes the Bashing Shield. Wait, there's the ramming speed first. So, it looks like Champion was stacked on upgrade removal. Oh, here comes the Nitro Boosters. This card. When you're playing a mixed deck with attack triggers, you're always checking the scrap pile. And I do not have the brain capacity to understand that. And this is also why I have a co-commentator. Anyways, back to the game at hand. We see the Nitro Boosters come down onto Braun. And this is going to give, or essentially give, yeah, he's going to give, Champion's going to get an extra attack here. I almost said return attack that he missed with Lionizer, except he actually did things with that. Flipping Demolisher, sending Braun in, scrapping the Nitro Boosters for the attack trigger, and this is where FortMax is probably going to die. I will go ahead and get the coffin ready. Anyways, Braun goes in, untaps, scraps the Nitro Boosters. This is pretty typical for his deck because Nitro Boosters is a thing. Going in for 3, 4, 5, 6. Did he just flip all 3 combat daggers in a row? Did he seriously just flip all 3 combat daggers in a row? That's hilarious. If he did, I'm honestly not too sure. But that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pierce 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Pierce 9, which gets reduced to 8 Pierce 8. He takes 10, and Braun will go ahead and take a damage here. And if I had to take a wild guess, Fangry's gonna go in next to finish off that last 5 damage, and then sending Demolisher. Oh, nope, Braun is going in. Okay, so wait a minute. This might play out a bit differently than I expected, because honestly, I should probably just stop trying to finish that statement because I'm probably going to just trip over myself again. I could feel it coming. Anyways, we're going in for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Looks like 11. Pierce, whatever. Yep, FortMax is dead, and we will see Cerebros come out, and Brawn will take another damage. All the damage done to Brawn has been brought to you by FortMax, when you just want to delete wide teams from the meta. FortMax. Anyway, we're going to see Cerebros come out here, and he will have to go into Brawn here. This game is going very different compared to last time. Like last time, it was fairly back and forth. This time, Champion does seem to have the edge here, so that is pretty significant. Paralyzo box comes down onto Cerebros. We will see a fight for position, and probably calling orange. What's the call? Okay, so anyways, I don't think the call here matters. Champion did flip cards a little prematurely. That's why I went silent there. I was trying to listen in to figure out what was going on. And base 6 going into Brawn. Yeah, that is dead. Fight for position. And we do get a trigger of Cerebro. So the question is, does he have a Medic's Protective Field or a Force Field in Scrap? And I think that answer is yes on the Force Field. Grabs the Energy Pack instead. So, yeah, that puts Cerebro up to, I believe, 13 health. Cerebros, excuse me. I'm thinking, what is that the X-Men computer's name, Cerebro? Yep, that is, the device is used by the X-Men to detect mutants. Ah, okay, so the only reason I know that's a thing is because of Dice Masters, and, by the way, I may start doing content for that at some point here, at least when the new stuff releases next year, because I have been getting back into that lately, and I've splurged a lot on it. Anyways, back to the game at hand. Champion's turn. He will get an all-out turn, and Cerebros is probably dead, barring, a Medic's Protective Field followed by a Force Field, which he has the Force Field. If he can get a Medic's Protective Field here at all, that could be significant, or if there is a Medic's Protective Field in the Scrap. Sending Demolisher into Cerebros first. And Champion seemed to have shuffled his deck 7 different ways, or 7 different directions, excuse me. And all the cards are just completely misoriented. So there's a Medic's Protective Field, but unfortunately Naga cannot grab that. He's blocking 3 here. Taking 2. Does he want to grab the Force Field here? I think he does. Grabbing the Enforcement Batons? Wait a minute, hold on a minute. Why is he grabbing the Enforcement Batons? He can't drop a Bashing Shield now. Fangry would only go in for 4. Oh, he has a Bashing Shield in hand. Duh, that explains why he put the Energy Pack on. This is why I need a co-commentator, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't recognize stuff like that. Ow, I accidentally just punched my own wrist. Ow. Anyways. Dropping an Escape Capsule for a backup beam, and I don't know why he didn't put the... Oh, wait. Did Fangry have a weapon on him? I'm not too sure on that one. Because if he had a... Wait, did Cerebros take the damage? Hold on. Did Cerebros take his damage? Okay, I was about to say, like, what's going on? Okay, so we got that situation resolved. Okay, so Cerebros still has, I believe, 11 health remaining. I am not good at math. Wait, how much is that? Whoa, that is a defense flip if I have ever seen it, and he'll get to... Oh, he'll get to grab a Force Field on this. I am stupid. So, Force Field will probably come in unless he's... Don't tell me. Is he eyeing up a Master Sword? Fangry had a Flamethrower. Okay, yep, that confirms it. I honestly wasn't sure. So wait, he takes 3, and it looks like he's not going to grab the Force Field as a result of that. So that sounds like a Master Sword if I've ever heard it. Where's the Master Sword? Oh, dropped a Immersed in Shadow for a wedge formation on Champion's side. I completely missed that. It looks like he's going to go for the Master Sword. I'm not 100% sure on that one, though. Still waiting on a decision from Naga. Honestly, Force Field probably isn't going to do too much because, again, Champion does have that Bashing Shield in hand. Mag's Protective Field does nothing because he has 5 damage, so aside from Master Sword, I really don't know what he takes here. Like, Master Sword seems like the correct play. And he's still looking for something. I'm honestly not sure what, again. Like, anybody got any ideas? Anyone? Any takers? Anyone smarter than me or actually has more brain cells than me in general? Jesus. Like, what? I'm just confused as to what he's contemplating here. Like, the damage on Cerebros right now is important, but I think he's sitting on, what, 7 remaining? Or, wait. Oh, Cerebros has 9 health, I just remembered. I'm stupid. I've been saying he has 8 health. Oh, no, he does have 8 health. Wait a minute. So, wait. Okay, now I'm really confused. Does he have 12 health, or... How much health does Energy Pack give again? Medic's Repair 1, he has an Energy Pack. I mean, that could be an option here. So, Cerebros actually has 12 health, I guess. I just don't know why I thought he had 9 health. Honestly, no idea. Again, this is why I need a co-commentator. So he plays the Master Sword, dropping a backup beam for a Espionage. 4 for Energy Pack. Okay. I thought he had 9 health, honestly. Like, I forgot how much health he has. For whatever reason, I always think Horrible has 8 health and Cerebros has 9. I genuinely don't know why. But there's a Mag's Protective Field to heal 1, and there's an Espionage for Orange. Oh, wait, that's probably going to get rid of the Bashing Shield. There's a Wedge in there as well. There's also a Hollow Matter in there. Gets rid of the Wedge formation. Well, I guess Mag's Protective Field actually doesn't do a whole lot, or at least it doesn't do a whole lot if Champion tries to remove it. Going into Demolisher makes sense, because if he kills Demolisher, that puts Champion at 1 character left on the field, even if Fangry is KO'd. Whereas if Fangry was the one KO'd in this situation, there would be 2 characters left on the field still. So, smart heads-up call from Naga there to ensure that Champion is down a character. And Tank just posted something really weird. Anyways, back to the game at hand. So we're waiting for some reshuffles here. This is loading screens. Gotta love them. So, Cerebros is going in currently for 10, 11. And we're seeing the decks being cut here. Sorry for the downtime here, but I really don't know what else to talk about here, honestly. Nothing in the scrap for Cerebro to grab, so 11 going in, and that is a dead Demolisher. Now the question is, can he brunt a hit from Fangry here? He does not have a force field. Oh, but he does have an increased durability in the scrap. Oh, that is significant. Okay, we just got a light turned on from Champion here, so that will make the quality of the video a little better, because I'm looking at the delayed replay on YouTube right now, and yeah, that is making a pretty good difference. Not going to pick up the Espionage. That Bashing Shield is essentially dead for Champion outside of a defense boost, which that is something he may go for here, because I don't think he has another upgrade in hand besides the Hollow Matter Projector. So there's the Hollow Matter, so he's not going to drop the Bashing Shield. Probably going to see Naga replace the Medic's Protective Field with the increased durability. And Fangry will go ahead and go in here for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Pierce. 9 Pierce 2? 9 Pierce 3, excuse me. Could have put a Force Field on, anticipate the Bashing Shield, then trigger on defense and play it. Oh my god, I am... Newsflash, Ozzy is the smartest person in the chat right now. In other news, grass is green. So, 9 going into 3. Yep, there's the increased durability. So that will give Cerebros 16 total health, if my math is correct. I am not 100% sure on that, but I think that is the correct number. And there are a couple of greens there. Not going to pick any of them up. We will untap and move over to Naga's turn. And we will see what he has available. He really doesn't need to play a weapon here. So... Force Field really wouldn't do too much. Medic's Protective, I'm not sure would do anything here. So really, I think he's just content to play an action and then punch Fangry in the face. If he has a Master Metallicado, now's the time to play it. Because, let's see, Fangry's sitting on 3 defense. So, Cerebros has 10 attack. Fangry's on 3 defense. That's 9 damage. That would KO him. Nope, that would not KO him. I am stupid. Fight for position. Overwriting the Master Sword with a handheld... Oh, wait a minute. I see what he's doing here. Playing the handheld to get the additional bold 1 to guarantee the trigger, and then pulling the Master Sword back for the +4 attack. Oh my, what a heads-up play from Naga there. That is a dead Fangry. Parsec is the only character remaining on the field, and I'm not sure Champion can get, or well, he probably can get the KO with Cerebros. Or they get the KO on Cerebros, excuse me. But can he survive a hit from Flintlock here? And I don't think that Parsec can. There is a Bashing Shield for... Oh, wait, that is significant because now Cerebros is alive on 2. Rock Toss only does 1. Well, if he does decide to play the Rock Toss here at all, so that could be a thing we see here. Maybe not. I don't know. Backup Beam Deadbolt 2. That could also be a play, but I don't think he had one in hand. Unless he picked it up and I'm just dumb. There's the increased durability again. It does absolutely nothing. Forgot he dropped the backup for Espionage. Ah. Wait, nope. That looks like a concession from Champion. And with that, Champion has been knocked out in the top 8. And Naga has advanced to the top 4 with FortMax. What a... That was incredible. Like, honestly, I thought Champion was going to win this just because he'd be able to get a higher damage output than FortMax could. But, honestly, like... Very well played match from Naga. Several heads-up plays that, honestly, I don't think I ever would have thought of. Like, Naga's just better with FortMax than I will ever be. Let's just get that out of the way right now. So, and also, it would probably help if I put up the little win results thing. So, yeah. Naga wins 2-0 over Champion, knocking him out in the top 8. What a match. FortMax doing work here. So that is incredible. So I am going to go ahead and wrap this stream up. I should mention that there are 3 more matches that are set to be played for top 8. One of which I unfortunately will not be able to broadcast or record for later due to some prior commitments I have. I will try to see if I can get somebody else to record it. Maybe I could just commentate over it after the fact. My match for top 8, I will I'm going to try to see if I can find people to commentate, but if I can't, since it is going to be played tomorrow night, I think. Yeah, it's tomorrow night it'll be played. If I can't find anyone to commentate the match, then I will go ahead and record it and just commentate over it. And then the final match in the top 8, which let me actually go ahead and find that. I have it somewhere here. Here it is. So, the match tomorrow between Ozzy and Celiac, I will not be able to broadcast. I will try to see if I can get somebody else to record it, though. The match between myself and Brett, I will try to find other people to commentate it, but if I can't do that, I will just record it and re-upload it with my commentary after the fact. And we still have yet to see Legendary and Bill schedule a time. That match hopefully will be streamed. But we are off to a fantastic start for top 8. Again, Naga wins 2-0 over Champion, knocking Champion out, and Naga advances to top 4. So, that will do it for this stream. We will see you either tomorrow night for my match against Brett, or whenever Legendary and Bill's match will happen. I am not sure if I'm going to be able to broadcast the latter, or broadcast the former, rather, or get people to broadcast the former and be able to broadcast the latter at all, but we shall see. So I'm just going to shut up now before I start rambling, because I have a bad tendency to do that. Again, once more, Naga has advanced to the top 4, winning 2-0 over Champion. And with that, hopefully you all enjoy the rest of whatever it is, wherever you are in the world, and we will see you for the next match. Peace out, y'all.